All right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe. John Cope's hiding over there. Anyway, this video is going to help out somebody out there. I got inspired to get back and work on my blue truck some. My wiring harness that was in the truck, it was okay. It's original from 1972. The truck had a slant 6 in it. The wires themselves were okay. They were kind of brittle though. You know, old wires are. So I've got a different wiring harness for 72 Roadrunner, and I think it's the M&H harness. I'll show it to you in just a second. I'm going to adapt that harness so it'll plug into my 72 model truck. That way I can use my new harness with my ballast resistor and my orange box. I've got a good orange box from 2000. I'm trying, maybe nine or 10 or something. So it's a good old one. I'm certain that it's good. I had it in my Challenger before. So I'm gonna put that box in. My Miller ignition crapped out on me like the first time we tried to start the truck up. So I want this to look nice and factory. Everything under the hood looks factory, and I want to keep it that way. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Here's my old harness. You'll see it's the old brittle yellow one. And there's the new one. So M&H, there it is. They may sell a truck harness. I don't think they do. But if you happen to have one of these laying around, it's in nicer shape, use it. Also, like I said, it's got the dual ballast resistor already ready for that. But the wires that go on the back of these are different. So if you were to plug this in, it would not work. I don't know if it would set the truck on fire or not, but your alternator wire, the big, I say big, the larger wire there, they give you probably, I don't know, 10 gauge or something. And it goes into a different hole over here. So I'm gonna try to show you these as I swap them over. It's pretty simple to swap them out. See our little spades in here, you just squeeze them with a pair of pliers and they push out. Step one, I'm going to pull this, see the little pigtail here? They taped it in to the original harness, and that's just for windshield wipers. So I'm gonna take it out, and I'll probably reuse it. Currently, I don't even have a wiper motor in the thing, and I like to wear gloves when I'm working with this old stinky wires, because they always leave that black funk on you. Let me get that out, we'll be right back. There we are. Hopefully this is not too confusing. I wanted to lay it all out on the floor because I can stretch it out a little better than a tabletop. There we go. So there's that harness separated from this harness. And it gives you a beautiful look at the whopping 5 colors of wires in here. Looking nice. I'll set that dude aside. So you'll notice this top corner one actually had a wire going to it. I believe that is either neutral safety switch or backup lights or something. It hooks down to the transmission. So all I did was squeeze the spade and easily pull it out. When I go back to my next one, I need to pop it back in. So what I'll do now is unpin my new harness. Let me show you that. If you see them, just be sure your 2 bumps are the same, because these plug in exactly the same on the bulkhead. The inlet for my hot is this red, and that one, if you were to trace it, goes down to the other end. Right here. So that's to the original ballast resistor, the 2-wire. So all I'm going to do now is make my other hots for my new one, excuse me, which would be these browns. Brown inlet right here. Take that ballast off for now. The browns here, make sure you see them, they're dark brown. Go 2 in together. I'm going to move that brown to the number 1 spot on top, just like that. Also, it'll be a lot faster if I go ahead and pop all these wires out of this little connector here. This is easy. If you want to watch, there you go. Squeeze and push. And once it gets past the little tits hanging out, It just comes right out. And it's a lot easier to have a harness and just do this versus buy all your own, buy 5 rolls of wire and making your own. There we go. They're free and clear now. And we're going to pin them just like that connector. You see our big hot wire that goes to the alternator is in the second slot. So we can start with him. He's easy. I flipped this thing over correctly. There it is. And I need to spread that just a little bit there. Let me spread it. All right, you'll notice when I mentioned brown wire, there's 2 different ones here. They're both dark brown. Let me get you up close. Okay, the larger one is what we're going to make our power wire because it goes to the ballast. Listen for the click. Nice and solid. And there it is. There it is. It's no longer very wide anymore, but that would be oil pressure sending unit. Remember, this was a slant 6 truck. So that went, I think, probably lower on the block or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's find our oil pressure sender on this dude and plug it in. And it will be the gray wire. It looks like that. So we go up here to gray, make him number 2 in line to match our little truck. Nice snap. Temperature sender, if you see that one. And it goes in the very bottom of the other harness. It is purple on this dude. So we're going to stick purple in the bottom of that side. Snap, boom, bang. What's next? And that last one is the blue with a line here. So if you want to see them all in order, the big brown, little gray, blue with a line, purple, and the big black. This little brown is just to the horn, and it's in this harness. I think the truck horn wire might actually be in the harness with the headlights, something like that. I'll double check, but we're not using that right now, so just leave it alone. And then this little black one here hooks to that, and I believe that goes to your proportioning valve for your brakes. So this truck didn't use that, so I can eliminate it from the harness. Just cut that here and take that little stuff out. But yeah, let's go try it in the truck. So here's our fancy harness in place. I still got to screw the ballast somewhere, but I got a new alternator put on that I got for my buddy Darren Blake. He pitched me that a while back and needed it out of his way, so hopefully it's a good one. I gotta get that fuel line off that header some. I went ahead and refilled my transmission fluid because it had a little drip out of the O-ring. But yeah, we're gonna get a legit 34-degree cold start here. And that may not matter to a lot of folks that are used to colder than that, but where I'm from, that's something. Well, I got my line moved. Let's see if this thing will start and run. It's probably gonna be terrible. so far, somebody was right. I had a dirt dauber nest fall out of that dash, although I thought they were all gone. They'll never be all gone till they're all gone. I can smell a little bit of oil, and I think I got a little valve cover leak probably. Just got up to temp nicely. I got, oh yeah. Yep. I believe my buddy old Jeremy at Sorta Stock, used to be Mopar's, his had a fire recently on a header, so I better wipe that up real quick. Got that calmed down finally. Yeah, my O-ring for that transmission, it's probably Rick Carter's fault. He gave me that transmission. Yeah, it's got a little leak on it, so kind of the sum of this whole thing here. It's kind of a neat rig of used and leftover stuff. I got Drew's torque converter and Rick's transmission, Darren's radiator and alternator and fuel pump, my new fire core distributor and wires. I think I got this coil from my buddy Andy Frizzard, and my AED that I used to have on my old black truck. So I think she's ready to boogie down some now. My $180 Chinese eBay headers that I had to just barely ding on and make them work. So I got some better valve cover, some better aluminum valve covers and some new gaskets to go on. So that'll be a blessing. Get that stuff done up. I'll get a little closer to being able to drive this thing again. It was on my mind, and my new tires on. She drives pretty good. The wheel didn't shake at all. So until next time, I appreciate y'all watching. I did actually recently, it gave me an option of setting up like channel memberships. So if you're interested in that, click on my channel page. I don't think you can do it from an iPhone. Jamie told me that. You got to go, you can use your Android or go to a computer if you're interested. Totally up to you. It's got some cool perks and stuff. See my breath in here. It's cold. But yeah, I just wanted a different way to be able to interact with people. So I appreciate y'all watching, and the lunch break truck is back. All right, Mopar people.